Let's move on to the bosses, manager of the season. Who are we thinking?
So again, it's a foregone conclusion for me. I think if you win the Premier League, and the problem is, I don't think they're just going to win the Premier League. I think they'll win a few trophies this season, maybe another treble, which would be the worst thing in the world. And I
Mm.
just think you have to go. You just have to go with Pep. How can you not? Just the consistency that they put into the league.
I mean, I
I
live in
disagree. Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I know this isn't how manager of the season voting goes, but I feel like people are bored of Pep. They're bored of the success. So I think he really needs to do something amazing for people to. If he just wins the Prem by 1 point,
Winning another
If
Champions
he if
League.
he, if he wins
if
the treble or the double,
for
like the
sure,
Prem
yeah,
and
yeah.
Champions
But
League,
I think like if he just wins the Prem, I think everyone's gonna be like, whatever.
it depends. He's Julian's right to an extent because think about the nominees last year, right? Gary O'Neill was nominated for turning Bournemouth's season around, right?
Yeah,
Unai Emery was nominated. Eddie Howe was nominated for Newcastle. Like
yeah.
you have to judge it based on the job that you've done with what you have, right?
Fair enough.
So the reason why obviously Pep won it was because he won the treble. So like Julian's right. If you just win the Prem, again, it depends. If he absolutely blows everybody away in the Prem, then maybe.
Yeah,
But I think he would need to win also a Champions League or a treble,
yeah.
like Julian's
Which I
saying.
think he
Well,
will.
it sucks for him. Not sucks, but I think there's different criteria for
Of
Pep than
course.
any. Like if Arteta wins the Prem,
Yeah,
instant manager of the
because he's won
season.
it because he got it from because he snatched it from Pep.
Exactly,
Exactly.
but that's
No,
that's
no, I agree. I agree with you. However, I'm going back to my first point. I don't think they're just going to win the Prem.
like if Luton's manager keeps him in the Prem,
Yeah.
instant manager of the season.
100%. 100%.
Sheffield's manager, instant manager of the season.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a big achievement.
Even Wolves, yeah.
So what do you think? Like Pep wins a treble, or Luton's manager
Do you know,
keeps them in the Prem?
do you
Who's
know
winning?
what? Do you know what? Manchester United winning the Champions League, Ten Hag.
Nah, let's come
Um,
back down to earth, man.
no, yeah, I will. So yeah, Pep.
Okay. Um, I mean, I want to shout out Luton and Sheffield's managers. I don't know their names, but if they can keep their teams in the Prem, I'll give you a round of applause.
But you
And
do you think?
manager of the year.
Sure, but if that happens, you're going to give the award to them. But what do you think's realistically going to happen?
Realistically,
Pep's going to win a treble.
hmm. I'm looking more in the midfield. Like what one of those midfield teams can exceed the expectation that will be more impressive than because I don't think Pep's winning a treble
What
again.
about Newcastle? Make top four, kick out one of the big boys, so someone like United or
Well, they were
Liverpool.
top four this year, so they would have to improve on that.
That's what.
No,
Well,
but
no, going
I think
far in the
making
Champions League.
making top four and doing well in the Champions League
Exactly.
If
is.
they managed to win, let's just say the League Cup,
Mhm.
they made top four, and let's just say they got out of the group stage of
Well,
the
yeah, well,
Champions League,
100. But yeah, I mean,
then I would,
I,
I would give them that
I
because
think
that's
it.
exceeding, massively
I think
exceeding
I
it.
honestly think even without the cup, I think just
that's
finishing
what I'm
top four
saying.
and out of
Yeah,
the group stage
just
would just be
kicking one of the big
I
boys
think it
out.
all depends on what Pep does. So if Pep doesn't win the treble,
yeah,
say he just wins the Prem,
yeah,
then yeah, I think it opens the field to any of those midfield guys that
yeah,
have exceeded the expect. Like if Brighton gets fifth
yeah.
randomly, and they're in what conference league?
They're in Europa.
Yeah, and they go far in the Europa League,
Yeah,
and maybe a couple of later rounds in some of the FA Cup, League Cup. Then yeah, I think so. I think it really hinges on what Pep manages to do.
yeah. But you're gonna go with
I, it's hard to pinpoint.
yeah,
I'll give it to Poch, not because I like Chelsea, but because where they finished last year.
yeah.
So it makes it very easy for him to improve
Hmm.
on where they were. So like
So why would you give it to him?
because they did so horribly last year.
So they can only really go up, is what you're saying.
Exactly, but like it'll look really good. They finished what, ninth last year, 10th,
Yeah.
11th? I don't know. They finished quite far down there. So if they finish fourth, where I think they're going to
But they're
finish,
kind of expected to do that, right?
are they? I think everybody
Well,
thinks
when
like
did they finish last season? Eighth?
No, lower
ninth,
than that.
tenth.
I think it was like 10th or 11th.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Yeah,
I do think I agree with Callum that they are expected to basically everybody's saying that
they're
they're going
not
to challenge the
expecting to
top
be in
four.
I
the
mean, you
top
look at
four.
the
No, no, they're saying that they're expecting them to challenge for the top four.
easy,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I think everybody has them fourth or fifth.
I mean, all this hinges on Pep not winning multiple trophies.
Obviously,
I'm
but
just saying
whatever.
it.
Just go. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna say Poch
yeah.
just
That's fair.
because I think he has a realistic. He has the
he
easiest.
needs to win a trophy to do that this season, like a League
Sure, but
Cup.
like I think they'll be in the running for the League Cup. I think they'll be in the running for the FA Cup. They don't have to. They don't play any European football, so they'll have so much resources to focus on
Yeah.
those competitions. Plus, if he gets them into the Champions League in fourth, and he punts out a couple of those teams, I think everyone would be like, "Wow, you know, you went from 10th to this in 1 year. That's an amazing season."
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, it's really tough.
It's obviously tough. It's just a
Yeah,
prediction, obviously, right? So, yeah, I'll go with. I have to go with Arteta. Like I have to back my prediction of
Yeah,
Arsenal winning
how
the
I have
league.
to. Yeah.
Anybody like we were obviously talking about Pep. Like, anybody that wins the league against Pep has to be manager of the season because not just against Pep, but against City.
yeah.
Their resources, their depth is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jules the other day, like in the time, obviously Liverpool and City were the top two for so long. Um, and since we've signed Van Dijk, the only center back that we've signed has been Konate. In that time, City have signed Laporte, Diaz, Ake, Akanji, and Guardiola. 5 top center backs. No other team can do that.
Mm.
Absolutely no other team can do that. So a team that can beat that type of squad, I think deserve like that manager obviously deserves to win that award. So
Yeah.
I'll go with Arteta just because I'm putting Arsenal to win the league.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, anyone that gets up there,
Yeah.
it's a weird, like it's a double, kind of a double-edged sword for Pep in the
Yeah.
sense that everybody just has to beat him to
Yeah.
to be considered the best, but he has to win multiple competitions, or else he's just like,
But
oh, you
I
got
mean,
an average.
but they say one of the hardest things after a team, reaches the pinnacle of winning the Premier League is then not being complacent the next year, right? It's going again.
I mean, he's already proven that
But
though.
this is what I'm saying. Top
Five,
top managers, Ferguson was able to do it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So he's done that. What did you say? It was
I think
five
it's
out of the
5 out of the
last
last
six.
6. I think 5 out of the last 6. I think.
And not only that, you've obviously thrown at other trophies he's won. FA Cup,
But I
he's
think
won
he's
the
won most of those as well
League Cup.
since he's been there. I think Arsenal won one, Chelsea might have won one,
So
maybe won a
I
couple.
know what you're saying is a double-edged sword. Oh, they've just won again, but it's also the consistency of being at the top, going again,
But
refreshing the
not
squad.
just that. You're obviously like Pep has set these such high standards, so he is judged to a higher standard. But also City as a club and as a squad as well. Like they're
Yeah.
obviously their resources are unlimited. Like their squad is unreal. The depth is unreal. Like no team. Obviously, Arsenal has closed the gap in terms of quality depth, but no team over such a long period has had that type of depth.
Mm,
Depth, sorry,
mm,
not just in the Prem, in the world. Like,
mm.
I mean, it even speaks more to the brilliance of Pep that his understudy is now the second best manager
yeah,
in the Prem, a guy that
calm down there,
Yeah, I
buddy.
don't know about that yet, right?
you just predicted that as the manager.
Season, yeah, he's not the second best manager in the
Yeah,
league, mate. You forgot about
he's
something named Klopp, mate.
yeah, yeah,
Come on, mate.
exactly.
You're in Klopp and Pepper on their
Ten
own
Hag,
bracket.
League Cup, mate. Final for the FA Cup.
Okay, so you've got Pep,
Mm.
you've got Poch, I've got Arteta. So that's manager of the
I
season.
would love it to be Ten Hag, but
Sorry.
I would love it to be Ten Hag.
I
I
just
mean, you
don't know
could.
what. Yeah,
You could
Well, yeah,
if you finish second and one.
no,
There's no way he's
no,
winning
no,
the
no. But
Champions League. There's no way.
even if he did win a trophy, an FA Cup, a League Cup, finish second, still don't think it would be enough.
he would not only have to finish second, he would have to have
Put
had a realistic chance.
Yeah.
push them
Exactly.
all the way to the end. Yeah,
Because if you finish second, but you just kind of jumped Arsenal at the last day or something, then
yeah,
that doesn't really make a
yeah.
difference.
No, I agree.